Good evening, everybody. Fowl Territory 214 is next. And once again, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 214. I am your host, Gizzard Gary. It is Friday, April the 21st. We are back from NRAAM. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
We're back from NRAAM, folks.
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it. So,
Yo.
Anyway, let's take a look and see who we got out there. Kingpin appears to be the first one out there with 2 thumbs up. Mike White 2A Advocacy is out there. It's a darn shame what they did to Matt Hoover at CRS Firearms today, in my humble opinion. I find it hard to believe a jury could convict him for a card that wasn't even cut out. And something tells me we'll probably broach that subject before all's said and done. But with that being said, good evening, everyone, he says. Chicago Mike, the shooter, who I just saw this last weekend, is out there. Rich White is out there and in here. Anne-Marie B is out there, as is Ikim Zipol. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm not doing it intentionally. Yeah, Weston Probst, who I am pretty sure I'm pronouncing correctly, is out there. What is up, fine feathered fowls? Honcho Fett with 3 chickens is out there. Going down the list, Krabby Turtle is in the audience, says have a great show. Some guy by the name of OBNXS1 says, yo. Well, yo to you too, sir.
I believe that name would be pronounced Kime Zeppel.
That's how you pronounce OBNXS1? Boy, I would have never got that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Actually, that's pronounced. What was that pronounced? What was that? Christ. Sharkane. That's what it is.
Yeah. Sam of Anarchy 92 is out there. Dale Pogue is in the audience. Also DJ Play Nice is out there. And 2 Live Moo is listening in from Dad's Cabin. Vanessa Kitty is out there.
Dad's Cabin, Michigan? I'm not familiar with where that's at.
I presume
it's just east of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard of Dad's Cabin before? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, welcome everybody, one and all, to the show. And now,
is that near Intercourse, Pennsylvania?
It might be. Blue Balls isn't near Intercourse, though.
I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah. They're both in Pennsylvania, though.
GGW Outdoors.
Blue Balls, Pennsylvania. It's like completely on the other side of the state, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Should be. Let's take a look at our panel this evening. Here they are.
Here we are.
Living
our best life.
To my right on the screen.
This is my best life.
This is it. This is all you got, dude. Sorry.
If you hear a loud bang, don't come to me.
Okay, so this guy to my right on the screen is my co-host with the co-most. He hails from North Central North Carolina. And he is, of course, the sunshine that brightens our day. He is the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange. But we simply call him Obnoxious One.
Yo,
indeed.
How was that?
That was great. I see.
Okay. I'm
see
excited.
TJ Persicity. I've heard of him before.
I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
That's a
Why
lie.
are you excited to be here?
It was a lie. It was, one of those lies you say to get along in life. And
Oh, okay. Like
No,
a little
I've-
white
It
lie.
may or may not be in his contract.
now I've let the cat out of the bag. He's gonna start
Is
meowing
that why
again.
George was meowing
Gary's
in the bag
yeah,
earlier?
Gary's gonna yell at him.
M. Gabriel's out there says, please mute Mike before any loud bangs so as not to disturb anyone. Yeah, that's just the courteous thing to do. And of course, you won't need to turn the mic on afterwards because, well, you won't be able to. So
Well, he could always miss.
that's true.
So
At
did you say
any
I'm
rate.
supposed to mute all the mics in the chat? Is that what you said?
Could I suppose?
Sorry, man. You're muted.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea anyway.
Yeah, that's not.
So my next panelist, going clockwise in the chat, he hails from the mountains of West Virginia. And he is the host on the weekends of This Week Unloaded and Wrestling Unloaded on the, I believe it's Wrestling Unloaded channel or something along those lines.
Close
And
enough.
close enough. Yeah, it's something like that. Let's welcome your friend and mine, the one, the only, Rich White.
Hello. And Snob before in the pre-chat was showing his new customized AR. The only thing I've customized lately is my elbow brace. I've put a patch on it.
Don't tell people everything we do in the pre-chat. That's secret,
Jesus,
man.
what is wrong with you?
OPSEC,
You've never heard
man.
of OPSEC?
OPSEC.
You're as bad as Gizzard.
I started adding patches to my brace in areas where Velcro attaches. This thing got so many damn places on it where you can put Velcro stuff. It's not even funny. So
Like
I wonder-
funny
I'm waiting to
strange
see how
or funny
in
haha?
this- I'm waiting to see how many people this triggers at some point. Because isn't this one of those criminal things that they said is a criminal thing, terrorist or something? If you can't tell what it is, it's the Gadsden flag. It's kind of hard to show it because it's upside down.
Gaston? That's Gaston Glock or
Gadsden flag.
oh Gadsden. Okay.
Yes.
I
the
got
one with
gassed
the
in a few times.
snake. See, yeah, you can get a better shot of it that way.
God, put
Yeah.
your pants on, Rich.
What?
He's got his Afghan covering him up. So
What? No, that's my armrest. Otherwise, this is like hard wood here. Doesn't make a really good armrest, so I got a blanket sitting there to keep my armrest.
blanket or a schmog or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. At any rate, this last panelist here, certainly last but not least, he is my neighbor to the south. He is, well, they say that he is a pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma.
They say a lot of things about him.
Well, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I could repeat anyway. And so anyway, well, what can you say that hasn't already been said or won't be said before this night is over? So I present to you Oklahoma's The Gun Snob. He talks in everything, trust me.
You
Or
sure
you
about
can-
that?
Hello,
can-
Gizzard.
Or you can bark like a seal.
Please don't ever do that again.
Travis T is out there.
It is a travesty.
Hello.
Travesty.
Hello.
So, Gizzard, what are tonight's topics? NRAAM recap and Nebraska concealed carry, constitutional carry, or
Oh,
credit cards? Oh, Nebraska
Credit cards?
Cool.
Oh, I
Nebraska
don't know
credit
about
card?
credit cards.
my old NRA Visa was issued by the Bank of Omaha. Does that count as a Nebraska credit card?
Omaha.
Omaha!
Roll Tide.
Man, I don't think
Wrong,
that's how
wrong,
that
yeah.
goes.
Go Huskers or something. Take some corn.
Pick that corn.
Did you say Gorn or corn?
Corn.
I think
You
it's
know what my snack? Anybody want to guess what my snack of the night is?
Were these originals?
Corn nuts.
Big Newtons?
Potato
Looks like my
chips.
Nebraska.
Lay's potato chips.
Oh, fuckies.
You still got some of those left?
I've been going easy on them. I still got this is still the second bag. We ate the whole bag at the house. This is still the second.
What do you mean we ate the whole bag at the house?
Oh, I wasn't just me. Pretty sure somebody else had their paws in it.
Wasn't me.
Had none.
Inferior sours.
Mm-hmm. Holy Sarge.
So, Cheez-Its and Marie's.
I had to look at that twice. I put an extra T in there.
So, NRAAM. Everybody remember NRAAM?
No, I wasn't there.
You wasn't there? You could have been.
I wasn't there.
You could have been.
I had a press pass for it, but I just knew.
We had a lot of people from our chat community, so to speak, that were there. I do believe I saw Obnoxious One and the Gun Snob off and on there every once in a while. But so I wanted to. I've only got 3 people on the panel, so we're only going to have limited opinions here. But
Woohoo.
Obnoxious One, what was the coolest thing you saw at NRAAM this past weekend?
The gun snub.
No,
Well, that's the
a hard
obvious
You
answer.
checked
so-
in the mail, OB. You want me to Venmo or PayPal, or how you want me to get that money?
PayPal's probably easiest.
Okay.
I mean, you could also mail it. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
So how about you, Snob? What's the coolest thing you saw at NRAAM this last weekend?
Coolest thing I saw. That's a tough one. Cindy. Is this not what you were wanting to do? We wanted to talk about a product?
You could. I mean, it's just, it's an option.
I mean, the new Henry revolver was kind of cool. I mean, it really wasn't my thing, but it was a neat revolver. Kind of reminds me of the old Police Positive almost. I got thinking about it. That's kind of where I'd go with it. It was a nice looking gun.
How about you, Obi, along those lines?
What? Actual gun products?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the Apollo 11, of course.
Of course.
No, that.
We've already seen that.
Hmm?
We've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen that.
Well, yeah, but it's still one of the coolest things. I did
But
see.
where does the Apollo 11 come from? Why, it comes from the good people
NASA.
at Live Free Armory.
Ain't
Well,
Greg
it'll come
over
from
at
SpaceX. They'll blow it up.
Greg
out
over
there.
at Coast Arms had some
Yeah,
Dead
that's
Sexy.
pretty cool.
dead sexy 2011s over there.
I was disappointed again. They weren't at the Great American Outdoor Show.
Now, Moose says the Apollo 12 is in my wife's top drawer. Wow.
Sounds like a personal problem, Moo.
It's the Apollo Creed 12.
Is that on Amazon? Because if so, can you loan that to me? I want to do a review of that.
Oh, you know what?
At least
Well,
it
I
was
sent it in.
the
I sent it
Apollo
in for
13.
GORN. I sent it in for GORN. One of the coolest things I found there.
If it's
The thing you
Apollo
spent way too much
13,
money
it would
on?
need repairs.
One of the things I spent too much money on. Yes.
How about you, Rich? I'm sure you've seen some videos of NRAAM. What's the coolest thing that you saw?
I kind of was liking that little optic that Ruger debuted there. The one that's all tritium, it's a fiber optic. You don't have to adjust it or anything for micro 9s and stuff.
Nah.
If that holds up and it gets good reviews on it, it could be an interesting little.
And I can tell you right now, it's never going to be bright enough.
Probably not.
And they already say it's not for low or no light. It's for
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
well aware of that.
in light.
Runs
I mean,
on
you
runs
can't
on
use
fiber
it.
optic.
They said, "Well,
That goes without saying."
So you can, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. There's at least the Hollow Sun that has the internal battery thing. You know, it actually has an internal battery, so it will work.
It's just,
And you still
it's
don't have to
something
change the
different.
battery.
it's something different. 'Cause up to that point, the one you had like that was what, the Trigicon one, and that thing doesn't work really well. So
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in the Ruger one. The Ruger Super Magnum, or not Super Magnum, Super. What's that gun?
Black
Wrangler, Super Wrangler.
Oh, Super Wrangler.
It's
the
basically
22
a
Magnum one.
little single six, but made the Wrangler turned into it. So it's still got the Wrangler surrogate and stuff, not as nice as a single six or whatever, but it's got two interchangeable cylinders and all that. And the 1894s and 357.
I haven't watched too many of the videos from NRAAM yet, so I've had other stuff I've been having to do the past week.
Ooh.
So I haven't got to
And the
watch too many
Dissipator
videos.
from Anderson Manufacturing.
Oh yeah,
It was quite nice.
that's kind of cool.
It shot nicely.
Okay, well, let's take it the other direction then. Worst thing or most disappointing thing you saw at NRAAM? I'm not talking about me. So
I've already got this.
Again, I'm going to go with snub.
Damn it. Damn it.
how about gun related or show related?
Oh God, I don't know. I know there was something there that I just looked at and thought, why, but I can't think of it right now. This is probably snub
Good.
again.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to go before OB thinks of it and steals my thunder. The headrest safe that old Todd from SAR USA,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
formerly from
that's
SAR USA, was shilling.
that's
That
not
was
it.
dumb.
At least we didn't see anybody with their Delta ring compressor.
That's true. That's true. I bet they were there. We just missed them because that was where we saw him.
I'll bet he was.
He's still trying to get sales on that.
I'm still going to have to go with the High Point carbine in 30 Super Carry. I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
what the demand is for that, but I
think
could
it's
be
kinda cool.
wrong.
I really do.
That's for people who can't handle the recoil of 380 ACP.
No,
guys.
it's got a little better ballistics than 380 by far.
Yeah, it does.
Out of a carbine barrel, it's probably going to be pretty interesting.
Well, I could be proven wrong. And how about you, Rich? Anything disappointing that you've seen in videos or haven't seen in videos? Or?
Not really. Like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but nothing that really was like, yeah, what's the point of this?
So you
So
haven't at
far,
least
what I've
watched
seen.
the hens, Snob and Sarge and
I haven't got any
not.
notifications from any of you guys from videos for
I haven't
NRAAM,
put any out.
I put 2 out.
And mostly the notifications I've gotten are for Chris's channel, and then Firearms blog. Other than that, those Chris and Firearms blog are the only ones I've gotten any notifications for NRAAM from.
M. Gabriel says, I did like the pick with Coleon Noir. Yeah, that was totally on roll call.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was sitting outside with roll call. First, he snags Mr. Guns and Gear as he's going out the door. We were basically right there where people were funneling out at the end of the day. This would have been Friday night. Yeah, I think so. And so kind of got distracted. I got an email notification I was reading. Sorry about that. But anyway, he snagged Mr. Guns and Gear. I got a selfie with him, as did Roll Call. And then Ro and Cindy went inside, and I was talking to somebody else out there on the bench. And I wasn't paying any attention. The guy said, somebody's waving at you inside there. Or he said, your friend's waving at you from inside.
Wait. I have a question. Important question. Was it the dude that was on the bench the whole show?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. But anyway, he said somebody's trying to get your attention in there. So I look, and Roll Call is waving his arms back and forth, and then he's pointing over here, and I look, and it's Coleon Noir. It's like, oh crap, I better get in there and get a picture with him too. And then as I'm taking a selfie, Ro takes a picture of me in with probably the goofiest look on my face possible. So, but it was cool to get those in. I wasn't expecting those or anything, but kind of bonus pictures. But I did get selfies with a lot of people who made the trip. Some that I got to meet for the first time, like Reloading from the Hot Pot and Ms. Hot Pot. Ozzy, I finally got to meet. But there were a lot of people. It's too bad we couldn't all get together for a group picture, but some people were there one day, some were there another. But it was a good meetup. It was a great show, I thought. A lot of people there. Oh, yeah, Chicago Mike. Yep, I didn't intend to leave you out there. Squib was there. Jason Stewart, Chris from the 740. Spectre Solutions, I believe I met for the first time there. So
Wait. You forgot Sean the Researcher.
Oh, yeah, Sean the Researcher. I couldn't remember his name. That was a problem. But yeah. So, and Frankie from Frankie's Guns and Glitter. That was just totally accident when we were waiting to get in the first day. So, yeah, ton of people there. But yeah, it was kind of hard. I had in mind that I was going to shoot a lot of shorts of like knives and stuff. It turned out that was kind of problematic because the size of the crowd pretty much pushed you along so quickly you could only grab 2 or 3. So
Sounds like the first day of Great American Outdoor Show.
Yeah, it was a huge crowd, even on the first day. Two Life Moose says Gary's beard lost weight. Have I not done a show since I trimmed my beard? Maybe I haven't. It's been 2 weeks, so yes, I did lose a little bit of weight in the beard department. Blitz is out there, says, howdy yo hey. Travis T says, I'm sure Guns and Gear will be looking to get his watermark on that pic. Gabriel says, Wayne LaPierre is disappointing. I did not meet Wayne. Daddy Dutch Barbecue is out there. Because if I'd have met Wayne, I would have had the opportunity to say, party on, Wayne. That, see what he'd say. That'd be kind of cool.
That's not what I would have said to him.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
No. It would have started with go and ended with fuck yourself.
I would have told him to quit sending me emails.
67 Rebel SSTAMC is out there. Try saying that real fast 3 or 4 times in a row. Nobody?
Nope. I have problems with S's.
Oh. Okay, let's see.
I'm glad that you brought that up and made me feel self-conscious about it. Thank you.
Made you feel self-conscious about what?
The problem I have with that letter.
Oh.
His small.
Wow.
That too. Even though you faded out, but I know what you're going to say. You son of a bitch.
I was being nice because it shows somewhat family friendly.
And Gabriel says, I want shorts of short knives like that Squid Compact. I don't remember what all I got shorts of, but yeah, I'll be putting those out here shortly. Blitz says, Gary going to go full handlebar in his sweet leather hat for streams now? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Probably get him a pipe.
No.
Sit out there on the porch.
No.
I thought we were going to have to take up a collection for Clover and his pipe. He had duct tape all over that thing.
Did he really? I didn't notice.
On one of the days.
Did he break it or something or what?
I have no idea, but it had duct tape around the bowl of it. It's like, do I need to go buy you a pipe?
So there's a certain person there in the audience that is wanting to come on and talk and wanted to know when a good time would be. So if you're listening, now would be a good time. While we're waiting, let's see. Chicago Mike the Shooter says, did anyone eat the pizza? How was the experience? Well, we had some pizza.
Always eat the pizza.
And it was great. That was kind of a fun experience. We found out, believe it or not, nobody anticipated this, but when you go to a downtown restaurant on a Saturday night, having a group of 11 and expecting to be seated, you might want to call ahead first.
Definitely.
We also found out Waze lies on just exactly how far it is from the convention center to Giordano's.
Yeah,
slightly more than 3 blocks.
Yeah, originally you said 3, but it seemed like we walked closer to 6.
It was more than 6.
Wasn't as great as Chicago pizza. Where'd you get pizza, Chicago Mike? So we got Giordano's, and it's exactly as great as Chicago pizza.
It's as if Chicago came to Indianapolis and made us pizza. Uplift Mofo Party Plan says, try the Cincinnati chili. No?
Is that like a Cleveland steamer?
That comes after you eat the Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, that's the after effect, yeah.
It might just happen. Let's see. Mike just jumped in. Mike says, yo. We have 24 people out there in the audience. Mystic Guns is out there. I've heard of Mystic Guns. I believe she's in Oklahoma too. One of our panelists may know Mystic Guns. I don't know anything about a New Jersey sidecar. I'm pretty sure I don't want to discuss that.
Is that like an Oklahoma Wave Runner?
Something like that.
Something like that.
That's held for discussion on Gear Reports Thursday night's chat. Please go over there and discuss things like that.
And discuss Oklahoma Wave Runners?
He's really into upside down pineapples, I hear. And yard gnomes.
Yeah, Moose says, no, you don't. But on to our second topic of the day, that being the state of Nebraska. I'm sure you've heard of Nebraska. That would be north of me, that way, in this case. The Nebraska...
Why did you point my direction? I'm actually east of you.
Speaking of Nebraska, we have a Nebraskan that wants to jump on a panel right now. Let's welcome DJ Play Nice.
Hey there, fellas. How you doing tonight?
Who is Nebraska proud, according to his moniker there.
That I am. LB77. Finally, fourth season for this legislation. And finally, I mean, it's just like, I'm so excited. I'm like beside myself that we finally have constitutional carry in Nebraska. And that as long as the Florida thing worked out, and as long as coming up here just in a couple of days, our Governor Pillen signs it, 27. The tipping point was just a couple of states ago. And I had a message from somebody earlier today. Can't remember exactly how many the number is, but there is a certain percentage of states that once they pass stuff like that, that you can do another constitutional amendment. I can't imagine how proud we would all be if that eventuates.
So you're talking about Convention of States?
I apologize, Gary. I'm having audio issues. I'm going to have to jump in, jump out.
All right. I want to say hi to Ghost Tactical out there. Another person who was out there. Daddy Dutch had an anti-Nebraska. He evidently doesn't care much for Nebraska. Nebraska sucks. That's why all the corn in Iowa leans west. Oh, okay. Blitz says, to your short of the Mora knife, Gary, those are the most legit utility knife ever. Used it for field dressing, skinning, digging. Legit and very affordable knife. All right. Okay. So, anyway, so yeah, Nebraska has been waiting a few years to try to pass this, correct, DJ?
Indeed, this is the fourth season for that, and it's 90 days. Was it? Had 90 days after the signing, finally. So midsummer, everybody gets to have a sigh of relief and join with pride the other states who have decided to recognize constitutional carry.
Well, that'll be cool. I think it's kind of cool to be surrounded on 3 borders now by constitutional carry rather than just 2. If we could just talk to Colorado and get them talked into it.
Yeah, good luck.
Get laughs.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah,
And
They did get a pretty good win in Colorado, though. So
That's true.
you're right about that, Snob. You're right about that.
I think getting Colorado to good constitutional carry would be you have a better chance than getting Maryland to do it. So there's that.
I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. If the industry as a whole said we're not going to sell to the government anymore, all this stuff would be gone in 15 minutes.
That's true.
They wouldn't even lose any sales.
So I want to say hello to Abigail Finnegan out there in the audience. Defense Dad is also out there. Another pretty sure proud Nebraskan right now as we discuss Nebraska constitutional carry. Now that goes into effect or will go into effect, as I understand it, 90 days after the governor signs the bill. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And that's scheduled to be Tuesday. He has already given a commitment to that signing. The nerves, a little bit of rubbing the worry stone kind of thing, wearing it out. I try to be optimistic, certainly more optimistic than Rich is about Colorado popping in before, or Maryland doing that. So, yeah, Tuesday, I'm on watch. I'm absolutely on watch for that. And Gary, an interesting side note, there was a woman in the gallery. And when you enter the gallery in our unicameral, you pass through these guys, and they have special coats, and they're kind of like stewards for the area. And it is made clear to you through some placards and through their kind reminder what your behavior is supposed to be. Now, I think that all of us, even if we were stressed out because it wasn't going our way, kind of thing, could maintain decorum. And I've been in our legislature several times, and I've listened to testimony that was really bothering me, and I became self-conscious because I was, letting out a or a that kind of thing, and I knew that it was audible to some folks, and I had to tone it down. I do respect the process, regardless of how difficult or how frustrating it might be. So this woman stands up, and she's part of an organization, a state organization that is anti-firearms, and she shouted, "Shame for shame for shame." And within 15 minutes, the gallery was cleared, and that woman is now barred from entering the Capitol building or the grounds. And there were 3 state organizations. Well, and I should say there were 3 organizations, 2 of them state and 1 of them Moms Demand. And Gary, it's kind of bothered me each time I've been in the unicameral for anything that has to do with firearms, and in particular LP 77. My visits there have always been knowing that there are more people that support anti-gun legislation than those of us who are trying to do something about it. And to have them now have one of their, few, and she's the president of this organization, to lose their mind a little bit, it kind of felt good. And I got to say, I'm glad that she's barred from it. And I do hope that her organization takes a look at that kind of leadership, and that the leadership of the other groups, I maintain a respect for other people's viewpoints. But maybe that's like a shot across the bow.
No,
keep yourself in check. Go ahead.
She's probably going to get promoted, and I do not have respect for any leftist viewpoint anymore. That went out the window with the 6 years that they spent, and now still doing it, digging up stuff against Trump. And I don't care for Trump. I think he's a jackass. But what they did in the 2 years leading up to the election, and then the 4 years he was president, and now even after he's gone, to him and any other conservative. What they did to Kavanaugh, nope. Every liberal could vanish tomorrow, and I wouldn't shed a single tear. Not one.
Yeah, obnoxious to spread your net that wide, to say things like they. And I'm not trying to pick a fight with you, man, but that's overbroad. It isn't everyone, and some of those people are just naive.
It's everyone that didn't stand up and say no. It's everyone. It's every one of them. Not a single one of them has come out and said this was wrong. What they did to Kavanaugh, that's inexcusable. That was inexcusable. That was disgusting. So yeah, every single one of them. Every one of them. I'm done with them.
Well, I certainly hope that your mood and your day improves, man. We're facing the weekend. Enjoy yourself. Spend time with the people that you love. Listen to music. Do some rock kind of thing, man. I'm sorry that your outlook is so dim.
Okay. Ghost Tactical's out there saying way too much talk about Nebraska, LOL. I feel like the Tactical Kansas is being ignored. Wow. Let's see. Roll Call says you never respect anti-viewpoints ever. Every one of them. Not a single one has said these passages were wrong. Ozzy says, I'm with OB. I too am with OB. I'm sorry. I've had about enough at this point. I understand the other side of the coin, but no,
The left,
we've heard
the left
enough.
Accuses us of being child killers. They accused Kavanaugh of being a gang rapist. They've accused Trump of everything under the sun. Fuck them. Every single one of them.
Okay.
So roll calls out there. Maybe go talk to an anti-gunner, and then you would know. I'm not sure if I am the you, but I do that, and I'm unapologetic for having an acceptance of other people's views. And I'm not trying to crush your panel here, Gary. I just had one more thing I want to say about preemption before I exit. But not giving people the ability to become educated and to convert, I think, is a mistake. I have conversations with people because, music. I hang out with a lot of people that are liberal. I do take the opportunity, not every single one, but I do take the opportunity when it's provided to have conversations with folks. That's important to me. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a Pollyanna. I won't say that if I change one mind, but I know that I've changed more than a few. And if that spreads like the grassroots that most of us have a greater respect for than national organizations, then I consider myself to be an essential part of that. I consider all of us to be potential parts of that. You don't like what they do, help them to understand their wrongdoing. Allow them whatever penance you want, call them names, shout out, whatever, but no, I don't respect people who willingly go against truth, go against freedom, go against our rights. But I think that people should be provided the opportunity to change their minds. I'm not trying to change yours, though, man. I respect your opinion as well.
Well, they can change their minds all they want to, but when they say things that aren't true out there in the media, when they try to espouse things about us that totally isn't true, when they paint us as killers or responsible for the blood out on the streets and for children being killed, that's over the line. Totally unnecessary. I'm not going to respond to it. I'm not going to have a dialogue with that at all. That conversation is over at that point. I'm sorry. I'm not going to engage or be reduced down to that level. I've been screamed at across the street by an angry mob. Not just me, mind you, but all kinds of horrible things were said about me and the people that were with me and stuff like that. Just totally out of line. Was that
in Houston, Gary?
That's one of the times. Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry that people have to have that experience. I don't like shouting. I like shouting for joy kind of thing. Yeah, but anything offered in anger when it's being espoused in the same way as from this side, it's a they, or for their side, it's a they as well. But since that's a good, it's good to have the suggestion that that's over. That's your last stand on that kind of thing. In a change of subject, maybe. Unless you really want to dip back in that. There are two more things I wanted to offer about Nebraska, and then like Ghost is suggesting, it's far too much. There are really only two things left. That's red flag piece of legislation, and we already have another one that I'm really looking forward to attacking, and that's preemption. In our state capital, in the city that I live in, the largest one, Omaha, we may not carry open. So we have constitutional carry, but you still got to keep it under wraps in our cities, and that is something that I won't be tolerating. Going to work towards changing that. I appreciate the time on the panel tonight, Gary, and to all the panel and the crowd. I'd really, really like us to continue to effort towards our rights. That's it.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming on and representing the state. Gunpowder Beauties out there. Ghost Tactical says be back later. That bearded guy is out there. And yeah, I don't really want to go further down that rabbit hole, to be honest. That wasn't ever intended to be part of the conversation this evening. So at any rate, but yes, congratulations to Nebraska. And I wanted to touch on another point, and perhaps this is probably throwing salt in a wound too, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Matt Hoover of CRS Firearms. His trial ended yesterday, and the jury deliberated last night and tonight, and he was found guilty on 5 counts. I don't know the specifics of that, but your thoughts on that? Anybody?
On which? On him being found guilty?
Yeah.
From what I gathered, because I did watch a little bit of Crump when he went live. He was found guilty on the conspiracy charge and 4 counts of transferring a machine gun. I read a little bit about this when he first got charged, and I think the conspiracy charge was probably deserved. They did a lot of stuff trying to hide money and move money and doing this stuff. That was 100% the conspiracy charge. Now, they never would have gone after him for the conspiracy charge if they weren't trying to get him on the machine gun stuff, which I think is BS.
Yeah.
I think that's completely BS. Those cards weren't cut out. As far as I know, they weren't even deep etched. They were just like laser etched.
Yes.
So you'd actually have to get a bandsaw or whatever and cut them out if you wanted to do it. And then I heard something today that they had to do, that the ATF did cut them out and had to like modify them to make them work. So obviously they weren't what they said they were. So I think the machine gun charges are all BS. The conspiracy charge, yeah. From what I read and what he was accused of and what they actually had evidence of, they were moving money and trying to hide stuff and do all that. So
I'm going to disagree on the machine gun part. The intent was there. His intent was plain. He made YouTube videos on how to do it. Whether doesn't matter how deeply etched it might have been into that little piece of steel, the fact that he had put out instructions on how to do it goes to intent.
Well, if he I didn't know he put instructions out there to do it. So yeah, then yeah. I did not know about that. Like I said, I don't know everything about the case. I knew enough about it but still, those cards are still, still bullshit.
Yeah, if he was
still bullshit.
I don't know if they'd have got him on the machine gun if he hadn't done the instructions on how to do it. That would have been a little bit harder to prove. They still may have got a conviction on that, but definitely the conspiracy. He absolutely 100% conspiracy all the way.
Oh yeah, and the other guy, they nailed him on what they called structuring, which was he'd go to different branches and take out, so he didn't trigger the 10,000 in a day that they have to report. So he'd go to different branches and get 5,000 here and 5,000 at this branch and whatever, and then he'd send it off, and he'd buy purses for CRS's wife and that stuff.
So we've got some comments out there. Ghost Tactical says the feds don't bring charges unless they had him. Defense Dad has joined the panel. Good evening, Defense Dad.
Howdy. Sorry I'm late.
Let's see. Weston says it still sets a precedent that isn't good. Ghost says you can cut them with needle nose pliers. Now, I read that they actually had to take a Dremel to it to get it cut out correctly, and it took, what did they say, 30 minutes, 45 minutes for them to cut everything out? And then they had trouble getting it to work. Not that that really makes any difference. Roll call says, poke the bear, get the claws in the teeth.
I poked roll call, and he didn't bite.
If you're doing something like this knowingly and you're trying to, civil disobedience or trying to prove a point or trying to get the case, that's a different thing. If you're doing it to make money, come on.
So now Blitz says sharing of knowledge is a concern, same problem as 3D printing. Well, that's one aspect of it, but the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, kind of along the lines of what Obi said, I think CRS, Matt Hoover, knew what he was doing and thought he could get away with it.
Oh, that's why they were moving money around and doing all the other stuff, because they were trying to get away with it.
And it's a shame. He's a young man with a young, a young lady and a, family of small kids, and he's not going to be around them for a while. And I know he's also a semi-popular YouTuber, but that doesn't give you carte blanche to go out and do things like that. If anything, you're more visible doing stuff like that where you're on a public media and stuff like that. Ghost says, I have no respect for anyone who knows he was committing a felony, tries to make money off it, and then cries wild and raises money for his defense, which I don't think he had a GoFundMe set up, and I believe they've held the funds on that. So let's see. Roll call says FRT triggers are next. Yes.
Oh, yeah. They're already going after those.
Now, Defense Dad has a good point. Just don't poke Cocaine Bear. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, he's grumpy.
What if you're poking him with more cocaine?
That's more prodding. Or
What
Just don't carry a red bag around him is all I'm knowing.
Well, what happens if you poke Cocaine Bear with a heroin needle?
It'll probably explode.
Yeah.
Moose says cocaine muskrat is what I'm worried about.
What about muskrat love?
That bearded guy says all he had to do is keep his mouth shut. Now he might do 20 minimum.
Mm-hmm. The conspiracy, was that a standard conspiracy charge, or did they pop them on RICO?
I just heard conspiracy. Roll call says Matt had an SOT license, thinks that was all good, not when you sell it. What's an SOT license?
So you can make machine guns and suppressors, and
you
can't sell. You can't.
They're
they're for your possession.
I see. Ghost says I'm more worried about meth gator. Yeah, meth gator could be bad. Ghost says Rico, they had an original racketeering charge.
Ooh, yeah, he could be looking at 20 for each of those each of those charges if they popped them on RICO. That is serious. That's what they go after the mob on.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line, there's a fine line between protesting stuff and doing stuff knowingly, and especially if you're on YouTube, you got to be kind of careful what you put out there. I mean, you're advertising it.
That's true. But it's a shame it had to happen. I was, kind of hoping that they'd go easy on him, but they did not. And
Well, the
I'm
feds aren't going to
afraid-
go easy on you. They want examples.
Well, I think they got him. That's for sure. I think they got him. All right. So let's see. Seeing if I missed anything else in the chat. I know I want to keep this moving along, as they say. So real quick, before we get too much further, I want to mention some folks called Live Free Armory. I'm sure you've heard of Live Free Armory. They are true American manufacturing, expertly crafted firearms made in the USA. They are the makers of the AMP, which is the aluminum match grade pistol, which is the official pistol of Fowl Territory. So
Is
let
it the
them.
official pistol of Fowl
It is
Territory?
now. Yeah,
Oh,
I made that
sweet.
decision this last week. So
Nice.
yeah. So let them craft something for you.
They can't craft the amp anymore. I mean, they can if you get in there quick.
Well, that's
they
true.
st-
You
I think
gotta
they still
hurry.
got some in. They still got some in stock. They can craft one for
You
you.
gotta hurry. That's
And
for
Kayla will absolutely kick the dog shit out of doing a custom gun for you. If you want to toss in a few extra bucks and get yours customized, Kayla will actually kick the dog shit out of it.
So let's take a quick look at some of the other stuff they have. Live Free Armory. They're not just the manufacturers and experts behind the brands you trust. They have plenty of products of their own to meet your needs, including coming soon, the Live Free Armory Apollo 11. Yes, the Eagle is landing. And they are also the manufacturers behind the AMP and AMP X, and they even made one for me. So check out the good folks at Live Free Armory. All right. So now that you know,
you should toss that ad into a booth review. Make it really
should-
cool.
I should do that. Yeah, should definitely do that. But I believe I just saw a hashtag out there. Wonder what that's for. Maybe I should start up the giveaway tool, huh? We'll see if it works. If not, we may have to collect some more. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, well, I've got 2 hashtags out there. So the hashtag for the giveaway, and we'll tell you about that in just a second. Hashtag FT214. You see it out there, copy that, and you'll be golden. So there's a hashtag I like chicken. I like that one too. So I'm going to let my giveaway announcer tell us a little bit about the giveaway. If he's out there.
Or not.
Or maybe not.
So
There
you
he
want
is.
the giveaway announcer? I was talking. I didn't realize I was muted. So you want the giveaway announcer to tell us a little bit more about the giveaway, do you?
Tell us more about it.
Well, you know what, folks? All you good folks out there in the chat, all you ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you know what time it is, folks? Do you know what time it is?
11:02.
11:02.
Yeah, 10:02.
Clearly, 10.
You're in the past. That doesn't count.
No, it's 10:02.
So you know what happens at 10:02?
What?
We do this awesome thing where Gizzard pretty much just takes everything in his house, puts it in a package, and ships it to you. Almost everything. Tonight's giveaway, though, is brought to us by the good folks at Aegis Gun Care. You know what they do, Gizzard?
Do they make Aegises?
Yes. Baby Aegises.
Okay.
Or they make awesome products to clean your guns. I actually used some of theirs just yesterday. Not that I cleaned my gun, but I did clean a bolt. So, I mean, it's something. But yeah, so if you want to be entered in tonight's giveaway, where you're going to get all these cool stuff, things, and Aegis Gun Care, all you have to do is type in the side chat over here, hashtag FT214. That's right, hashtag FT214. And you will be entered in tonight's giveaway, where it will just randomly generate a person, pop it up on the screen and be like, hey, you're the winner. That's how it works. Back to you, Gizzard. You can tell them what they're getting tonight.
Gee, I don't know.
I didn't yell tonight because everybody gripes every time I yell. They're like, he cuts that.
Defense Dad says tonight he's giving away a loofah as big as his head. Wow.
What
that might be in reference to.
And if you don't know, head over to Gear Report and watch their chat from last night.
Ghost says black loofahs for everyone. Wow.
I feel like Gizzard's a teal loofah kind of guy.
I looked this morning. I actually do own a loofah. It's white, actually.
Oh, what a surprise.
I don't know what that means, but I have a white loofah.
I think you're just a beginner if you're white.
I'm just a beginner. Yeah. I pretty much swing by myself. So, you know that. Not the most exciting thing.
Mine's not big enough to swing.
Just a swinging. But anyway, let's see. You're wanting to know what they might be getting tonight? Is that the gist of what you're asking me here?
Sure,
I
let's
thought
go
we
with
might
that.
discuss it.
Well, let's discuss it, shall we? How about let's start it off with the official Gizzard Gary channel logo sticker.
That thing's loofah sized.
It
Is that actually official?
It is official.
So it's not even a fake.
It's not a fake. In fact, on the top of it in fine print, it says Gizzard Gary Pro 2A social media. It's kind of tiny. I had some new ones made up that have that a little bigger. You're not going to be able to see it on this camera, but it is official. I'm Gizzard Gary, and I approve this message. I'll even sign the back of it if you want. How about a Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker? Just like the one for this. Well, not exactly. It doesn't have the show name and some of the other stuff on there. It's just a basic boilerplate. Uplift Mofo Party Plan says Gary scrubs with his loofah while he drinks Bud Light in a bath. I beg your pardon.
He drinks Bud Light in the shower, not in the bath, clearly.
That's right. I don't take baths. I take showers. How about a sticker from the good folks? Speaking of Live Free Armory. Live Free Armory right here. True American stickers. Well, I guess they are. I don't know where they had them made, but I presume they're American. Going on from there, there's a company I'm sure most of you have heard of, Winchester.
Hashtag not American made.
Well, not everything. How about Foxtrot Mic Products?
Is that a magician? Do they sell like magic hats and wands? And
I'll bet you there's a rabbit inside that hat too. Be cool if there was.
like a rabbit that takes batteries and is in Lou's wife's nightstand drawer, or the other kind of rabbit?
That could be too. I never thought of it that way. How about a jackal? You can't see his nose because my fingers are pinching it. It's a jackal. Or a fox or coyote or any number of things.
Ghost.
Wow. Bubble baths with scented candles and a mix of Kenny G, Boys to Men, and Color Me Bad. Wow. All right. How about a sticker for the PSA? Passau Dagur.
Dagur.
Yes, I got that part right.
God dang Kansas and can't even read.
Yeah, this is a whole different part of the country here now. But I'm sure you can read this. It's from the good folks at Lock Grips. Get a grip. Get it from Lock Grips. I made that up just now.
What says you watching me, Ghost? That's just creepy.
Now this I can pronounce because I've been schooled on it. This is, of course, Dipmus. Panther Arms.
That is the correct pronunciation.
Panther Arms.
Panther Arms? Oh,
Panther Arms.
there you go.
Oh, speaking of hers, I think Walter might be Walter.
Walter.
No, it's Walther. Oh, I disagree with bearded guy. Kick him out.
All right. How about XS sights? They are the fastest sights in any light.
My favorite sites.
And
You only
how
like them because
about-
they're orange.
You
No,
could
I
pronounce
I
this.
like that sight picture. The
Iwi.
orange is just a bonus.
You could pronounce this Iwi, but I believe it's IWI. Israel Weapon Industries. Could be Iwi though. I kind of like that.
If you put it upside down, it's I me.
Never thought about that.
You turn it upside down, it's the original name of the company.
How about AAC, the America's Ammunition Company? It's reflective of your good taste.
That kind of looks
Not
like
only
a Ford
did Gizzard
logo.
rob the PSA booth of all the PSA stickers, now he's robbed
Oh.
the PSA of all the AC
I-
stickers also.
I can't believe he didn't. How many zipper pulls did you get from IWI while you were there? Because they had
Oh,
didn't
actually
get any.
piles. They had,
But they had
piles
square
on-
ones this year.
He
I
still
didn't
has a
get one.
container full from Shot.
They had square ones, and you didn't grab me any.
No, I didn't.
I didn't even
saw
look at
two
them.
of them on the table as I walked by.
Two of them.
Yeah. But yeah, they had square ones this year instead of round ones.
Well, I missed that. I just saw the piles. I mean, legit piles.
But I did see a few of these while I was at NRAAM. Glock
Glocks?
safe action pistols.
You know what you didn't see it in RAM?
What?
The new 380s that Glock just came out with.
Glock 380.
Did they not have it
Oh.
there?
No, let's have the second biggest industry show there is, and actually not have your brand new pistol there.
Then why even go by the booth? That's probably why I didn't go by the booth.
I asked at the range, and they're like, "It's a Taylor exclusive or whatever, so we're not actually bringing it and showing it off."
Oh, for crying out
That
loud.
makes no sense.
That's
Who
ridiculous.
cares if it's a distributor exclusive? You should still have it there.
Yeah, who cares? It's just a 26 in a different caliber.
Two patches for you this evening. The first one is the 2023 SHOT Show patch from Palmetto State Armory. And yes, I still have a few of these to get rid of, so it is a cool patch. So you'll
We'll
like
be
it.
getting those in 2025, folks.
They'll probably make new ones next year. And then how about the JR-15? Not an AR-15. This is a JR-15.
Who shot that one?
I'll
JR.
tell you who didn't.
It was all a dream.
It was Kristen.
I don't know. I wonder if they'll be in Dallas next year.
Ooh.
Is the best I can come up with.
The last.
That was a pretty good segue. I gotta admit.
I
like
felt
it.
like it was.
So don't forget, the winner of this drawing will also receive a basic gun cleaning kit from these folks right here, Aegis Gun Care. You've heard of them, right?
Aegis.
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 All right, so let's get me.
You know what Aegis gun cleaner is good for?
Huh.
Cleaning your guns. When you got
Fresh
dirty
goods.
guns that don't run, you spray a little bit of that on there, give it a little wipe down, a little rub down, do the thing, and then you put a little lubricant on there, just
Okay,
oil her
Bruno.
up, slick her up good, and then that thing run like a singer sewing machine once you get done with
Pocket
that.
sand.
I only have 11 people entered in the giveaway.
Roll Tide.
11 people entered in the giveaway. Do I still have an audience out there?
I don't know. Do
I
you?
don't know.
How can
Oh,
you?
I'm
yeah,
showing
remember me, so
23.
thank you.
I'm showing 23 people watching
Did I upset everybody when I said that Matt actually committed conspiracy?
You must have.
Is that what happened?
But technically, you only have 9 because 2 of those are me.
Moose says giveaway entries are now closed. Travis T says, "Do it now."
Hey, Clitoris is out
Do
there.
it,
I've been having
do it
a hard
now.
time finding you. I'm glad
Hit
you're
the,
here.
hit the button.
Yes, Clint the Taurus is out there. Now all of a sudden we have 12. We're starting to get some in there. Hurry up, folks. You only have a limited time because
Do it now.
He already said hit the button. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna hit the button. Who's gonna win tonight's giveaway? Is it gonna be me? Oh yeah, I didn't enter. Oh
Oh
no.
my God. I'm not even congratulating him.
Rigged. Rigged.
I thought Panelists couldn't win.
And that
I
was
never
on-
once saw my logo put.
That's
pop
his
up up
Twitch.
there.
That's his Twitch, for crying out loud.
Uh-huh.
Is that you're more likely to win on other things? I think I really do.
I like how it sat on Woods for like 30 seconds and then flipped over to
Mhm.
Rich White when
It's like-
Gizzard
I
hit
know.
the
I was
button.
about to congratulate Woods, and then he.
It's like psych. It's like Eddie Murphy's ice cream thing in the 80s.
Well, Mike White says right last name. That's true. All right. Well, I guess we have to say congratulations, Rich White. You are.
He's
you
on
are-
my side.
What is it called? The Wiener.
Well, he's Wiener, all right.
You just cleaner.
So I believe it says, if I can find it, send your real name and mailing address to me at winner@gizzardgary.com so I can share this with Aegis Gun Care so they can
I
send
think
your
you already
product.
have it.
It's probably his poor. Oh wait, never mind.
Do you have his real name though?
I think it's on the screen.
Don't be
You're
lazy, Rich.
absolutely-
If you want to win,
You are
gotta
worse at
follow the rules.
OPSEC than Gizzard is. You know that? And Gizzard's pretty terrible at OPSEC.
Yeah.
At least I got somebody else who can put me a little higher up on the ladder. Ghost says,
Moo
I
is
hope
very
Rich
upset
doesn't
about
get
Rich
injured
winning.
claiming the prize. What?
You just sent me a mad cow emoji with swear words in its mouth. I'm thinking he's upset that Rich won.
I can't imagine.
Wait a minute.
Either
Moose
that or
said
Moose
something
just got mad cow disease. One of the two.
Moose just got mad cow disease.
Probably a little of both.
Moose said something with swear words. I'm amazed.
Well, it needs an and sign, $, exclamation point, hashtag, and % sign. Oh, now he's got a poop emoji with the same thing.
So I want to remind everybody real quick before we go on that it is Friday night. And what happens on Friday night? Well, it is Free Patch Friday at gearwebsites.com.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Okay, so yeah, get yourself over there and buy some cool stuff at gearwebsites.com.
Get you some.
Get you some. Indeed. So, I believe there's more to the show. Could anybody tell us what to expect now?
Is it a really big shoe?
It's a really big show.
Well, Gizzard, it's time for everybody's second favorite part of the show.
It's over already?
Yay.
No,
Yay.
well, no,
Good
that's
night,
actually
everybody.
the first part.
I think you forgot what it was.
No, he hasn't done it for a couple weeks. So
Do you need
Hold
the
on,
script
I'm
in
doing
front of
something.
you?
yeah.
No, I was doing something. Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah.
I forgot I was in the middle of speaking a sentence. So, you know what the second favorite part of the show is for everybody?
No.
Does anybody have any ideas? We're taking guesses
Nope.
here.
No.
I have no ideas.
Okay.
No
Well, this is
clue.
part of the show where you send in your pictures. You send in your GORN. You know what GORN is?
What is
It's an
GORN?
alien from Star Trek. It looks
That's
like a
right.
dinosaur.
Okay.
You had to
there
use
you go.
Universal Translator to talk to.
But if you can't find one of those, you go ahead and you send pictures of your gun, your knives, or any other gear your wall of guns, whatever you got, you send that in. Your
People have
overpriced,
walls of guns.
yes, and your overpriced Protect knives with little action figures, dolls in the background. You can also send that in.
That seems
Basically
oddly
anything.
specific.
Yeah, odd, but maybe somebody will send a photo like that.
God, I hope so. I mean, otherwise you just
Or you
wasted
can
that.
tag your IG photos with the account at GG Fowl Territory, and they will possibly show up. It's not guaranteed over there, but it is possible.
Possibly.
And there's some other ways you can get them in. You just got to know the ways. I mean, one of the ways is send it to GORN at gizzardgary.com and include your channel name so we don't have to read your email out loud.
And an upside down pineapple.
Yeah, every picture that has an upside down pineapple watermark gets extra time on the screen.
You know the funny thing about that? It only took 3 smart ass comments to derail that whole show, and then I just sat back and laughed.
That was one of his better shows.
I was proud of myself.
So what's the name of this segment? Does it have a name?
Yeah, it's Show Us Your Corn.
Gorn.
Show us your corns.
No, don't live in Nebraska. Can't do that.
You can't?
No, don't have any. This isn't Nebraska. Nebraska has all the corn.
I could show you some GORN. I got a cool new knife. Ooh. Who can tell me what kind of knife this is?
Civivi.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Be more Pacific.
More
more
Pacific?
Pacific.
Pacific.
Oh, is that out in California?
It's an ocean.
It's a Warncliffe blade. Or sheep's foot.
Or a reverse Tanto. I believe is what they call it.
Why does it have a spider coat hole in it?
Mm.
That's not a Spidey hole. Look
You're
at all the
infringing.
different angles on that grind. You've got a hollow grind here. You got a flat grind up front.
You're going to cut yourself if you keep doing that.
Nah. Natural.
He's not
G10
stretching his foot. He'll
scale.
be fine.
Bought at NRAAM 2023. It is, of course, the spiny dogfish from Civivi. That's what you call live GORN, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get that everywhere.
You should pick up your amp and
Yeah,
show
I'll
us
show
that
some live
too.
corn.
Yeah.
It's right here. You want me to?
Hmm?
Here. There it is.
Can't see it.
It's inside here.
Take it out of there.
Nah.
At least
But
unzip
it is
the bag.
inside. What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
I mean, this bag right here.
Snob's got something.
Look at
What's
that
he got?
stock. Look at that. That is an aluminum minimalist stock from Mission First Tactical.
Aluminum.
Half of a Rabad
Hmm.
Stern Defense quick
Hate
disconnect.
you so much.
I can only show half of it because the other half is on the thing I can't show.
Did you say rat ass?
Yeah, something like that. Do that stock.
I hate you so much.
Aluminum
Gee,
and adjustable.
Two Live Moon says aluminum.
Aluminum.
Okay. Weston says MFT stocks rock.
I wouldn't know.
This one's this aluminum is pretty nice.
Of course, we don't all have these fine shirts like you have either.
Yeah, look at this. I can show this because it's got a worn quick detach scope mount. And I haven't sighted it in, so you know, you're gonna hurt anything, take it off.
What don't you have, Snob?
Well, I can't show everything else that's on this, or you probably don't want me to. I mean,
Just don't show us your underwear or anything like that.
that's actually okay on YouTube.
Mhm.
Not for me. It's not.
Why does your camera do that?
I don't know because I need a new one. It's made on the barrel.
How about a
Maybe it's
new
a
hat?
picture of it.
How about a new hat, folks?
Hey, turn it back on me. Look at this. Look at this.
It's my show. Oh,
But look at this.
oh, copycat. I had mine first.
No, you didn't. I promise you.
I had mine on first.
You may have
I
this
promise
on
you.
first. Actually, you gave me this Friday, the second I walked in the booth, pretty much.
Okay. Okay. I see your cap and raise you another cap. You have one of these.
No, I only got one.
Just one cap. That's all it took. And
You have one of these?
you have one of these? A third cap. Ooh. Do I have what? What'd you have? What in the world is that? A Lego?
The super duper. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Can you
I'm
show
attaching
that?
a suppressor on YouTube. I'm probably going to get you banned.
Probably going to get me taken off the air.
Look at this sight. Look at this sight on there, man. And this light. Ooh. I don't know where the rest of this is, but it snaps right in there.
It's a good thing you got a tater cam right now, and the algorithms probably couldn't even make out what that was.
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay since it's plastic and came from Walmart in the toy department.
Moose says, did that shirt come with a free bowl of soup?
Looks good on you though. I can't believe Gizzard even gets that reference.
He was
All
loud.
right. Oh, did we hurt his feelings?
I'm surprised Gizzard got that reference.
Yeah. Hey, I think you should do a poll, Gizzard.
Yeah.
It's simple, yes or no. One question, yes or no. Poll the audience. Have you seen Ghostbusters? That's all you have to do. I feel like it'll be 95%. Well, I've seen it. With you being the only one to say no.
Now, are we talking the original Ghostbusters or that really sucky one with all the chicks?
We're
I
talking the
took
original.
any of them, but we were talking the original.
Okay, the question's out there.
Well, I had to ask because nobody has seen the remake with all the chicks.
Well,
If
I mean,
I'd have
to
meant
be
2
fair,
or
there
3,
was
I'd have
only
put
1.5
Ghostbusters 2 or
movies.
3.
There was 1.5 Ghostbusters movies. The rest don't exist. I give
Ghostbusters
the
Afterlife
second one half
wasn't
credit.
too bad. Ghostbusters Afterlife wasn't terrible.
Ghostbusters cartoon was amazing when I was a little kid.
Not being sexist, but the one with the all-female cast, that movie was horrible.
Didn't watch it. Much like Gizzard in the original Ghostbusters, didn't watch it.
Nope, I didn't. Wow. So we got 8 votes out there, 100% so far. 2 Live Moose says you've never been.
Why?
Wow.
Why is it 100%? I don't understand why it's 100%.
Well, now it's not.
Gizzard
89%.
voted.
I can't vote in my own poll.
Yeah, he can't vote in his own poll unless he switches accounts. He could,
90%.
he has 50 of them.
Somebody out there besides me has.
I want to know who the son of a bitch is.
You and this other person who hasn't seen Ghostbusters has a job this weekend.
I want to know who this other son of a bitch is.
So the picture says, thank you for the apartment, the jewelry, the car, the vacations, and the money. I couldn't have possibly done it without you.
That's pretty great. That is pretty great.
Don't know who she's talking to there.
Her penis.
Well, that's possible nowadays. That was, of course, from Clint Torres.
No, would have never guessed.
No.
Wow, I don't think I'm going to show that one. Let's see.
Anyway, I would have been more surprised if that would have been from Misha.
Then it
Let's
would have had Snob's face on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's true.
Okay, so I'm going to take this off. This one's a little sketchy, but it's innuendo, so we'll go for it. And it says, a foolish man complains about his torn pocket. A wise man uses it to scratch his balls.
Torn pocket? I don't think it would really scratch well. It would just kind of rub on it.
It looks kind of like I'm going to say it. It looks like a Chinese version of Colonel Sanders almost.
You know what? You're not wrong.
No, not at
He's
all.
really not. That looks bad.
I'll allow it because that's an accurate depiction.
Is that the General Sal chicken guy?
Maybe it is. That's a good idea. That's General So. Okay. Good call,
He
Rich.
outranks Colonel Sanders.
Does. Oh wow. A little spicy here, folks.
Oh, God. It's Defense Dad.
I can't let him in. Can you click on him? Thank you.
Do I have
It
to?
says Pink's transformation into a Home Depot lesbian is nearly complete.
You know what? I'll allow that too because it's accurate.
Wow. That's pretty good. Gotta admit. All right, let's see what else I can get myself in trouble with. Wow. Okay, pretty spicy here too. So this is a spice warning here. And it says how dudes who support gun control open doors. Not sure that would work well. Suppose you could get it open that way though. I'm not even going to ask how here. Oh, that's enough of that.
Don't use your teeth.
Oh, gross. Okay. You got to look at this one real quick. This one's kind of tricky. All right. So, according to a survey, 99.9% of men looking at this picture won't notice the mouse on the donut. Did you find him yet?
There's donuts.
What donut?
I don't see donuts. I see fruit,
Yeah, there's still donuts in that
specifically
picture.
melons.
I see plenty of milk.
Yeah, melons and
I see some hot cross buns there.
Just a motorboating.
Motorboating is not for boating. Wow. Okay, this is so bad I gotta put it on a screen.
Uh-oh.
Innuendo, folks. This is. I see what you did there.
I don't get it.
Seriously.
That's pretty good.
I can't read his shirt. He's got those 3 beers he's holding up in front of it. So I don't know.
Wow. I've never heard of those. I've heard of Bush. Okay. Two Live Moose says, I see alimony. Oh. Okay, let's see. And there's another one.
Bush.
Oh, I like this one. This one's pretty good. This is a picture of Cracula.
Pretty sure that's Methula.
either or.
Yeah, it's clearly
Either
not
or. Wow. Okay. Something else to ponder here. Something else for you to ponder. And it says the only secure document in DC is obviously Epstein's client list.
Yeah,
True?
pretty much.
Yeah, that's accurate.
True. Yep. We try to give you the facts here on Fowl Territory, folks.
Just facts, ma'am. Just facts.
What in the world? Oh. This could be a little spicy. Okay, so we have bread, garlic bread, and gluten-free may contain nuts.
That's a pretty good one.
I don't think there's a. I think you can probably get rid of the may in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contains nuts.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Wrong screen. Okay. What in the world is this? What? Okay, I'll put it on the screen, but you're responsible. This is from Defense Dad, and he said home decor at the Goodwill.
A friend of mine found that in the local Goodwill today and posted on Facebook.
Oh, good Lord.
$2.99.
Yeah, if you zoom in, it says home decor.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What
On
did
the
they think
stick-
it was?
On the sticker, it says home decor, $2.99. So then I asked her, well, is that a good deal?
Did you buy them?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't you?
Offer him $1.50 for the whole bunch.
That's a pretty shitty offer.
Mhm.
It is.
You can use with those? Some Aegis lube.
On that note,
You're
Gary
welcome,
took it
Rod. If
down.
you're listening, you're welcome, buddy.
Wow. There went that sponsorship.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you never know
Have
how to
you
talk to
got
you again.
I think we're good. His sales
Yeah,
just went
I
up.
don't know. I don't know whether I got to do something real quick here. See if I can have permission to put that on the screen. Yay or nay?
Yeah, of
That's-
course.
That's already been out there.
You're okay with it?
That's
Not
already been
asleep.
out there.
Not
He's
on this
asleep.
program, it
matters if
hasn't.
he's actually asleep.
Okay, well, you got to have the context that goes with it when I share it, so I guess you'll find out now. Two Life Moose says, Burt Reynolds, eat your heart out.
And that's
It's a true story.
Burt Reynolds put on some weight, and
Then he died, right?
So he lost a
He's-
bunch of weight,
he's
is what
lost
you're
a lot of
saying.
weight.
Oh, I thought that was Dom DeLuise.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, them's fighting words.
and Gabriel, to think I once got muted on this channel for less. I didn't mute you.
Okay. What in the world? Okay. And one more from Defense Dad, and then we'll go to the text chat. So, Defense Dad says, I got nerd stuff from Amazon today. Yes, you did.
I was on my front porch when I got home from the bar tonight.
Just sitting there like that? That's awesome.
No, I had to open it and put it on the
Oh.
stand, but yeah. It's actually
It'd been
die-cast
cooler if it
metals
was
from,
just sitting
it's from Hot Wheels.
That is a
It's
cool Star Trek toy. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I will cut you, you son of a bitch.
William Shatner's probably driving it.
Cut you.
Oh, probably got everybody in the world angry at you now. Weston says Battlestar Galactica. Wow. Ooh, DJ said Ernest Borgnine. Wow.
That
Wow.
diecast thing looked nothing like Ernest Borgnine.
No, it didn't.
No,
No,
it didn't look anything like it.
Yeah, because I watched McHale's Navy and they didn't have any ships like that on it.
I think
No.
DJ's been into the edibles again.
I think so. Yeah, you kind of need to take it easy on this, buddy. Let's see. Where do I start on GORN? I got a lot of GORN out here.
Well, the videos I sent you a consolidated version on Instagram to the Fowl Territory account, so it'll be better to watch that there. So you can start after those. You can start with Sarge's.
Okay, so Sarge. All right, let's take a look at Sarge's first picture here.
I love how Sarge can send stuff, but then ignore the whole show, even though he's off work.
You can see, though, that Sarge is a real ball of fire out in his backyard sometimes. Surprised he didn't set that paper target on fire with that thing. And that does not look like a flamethrower, but evidently it is. You definitely wouldn't need an O-light out there with that thing, though.
You wouldn't want one.
That looks like an O-light, actually. What does the O-light and M4 have in common? Both look like an explosion after dark.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? Come on, man. You can do better than that.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, let's look at the second one. I think it's more or less the same shot, but at a different angle. Another ball of fire. He's got a light right there, though, looks like. And his gloves. Okay, so, and then we do have a video. So let me get that presented on screen here. And here's the video. It's 10 seconds long, so. Pretty cool. All right. So after that, it looks like we have some stuff from OB. So let's take a look.
Why do those uppers not have low? Oh, wait, it's not on the screen yet. Why do those uppers not have lowers on them?
Because they don't.
Why does that one thing look like it's worth 10 years?
Because in a month it will be. Actually, in a month, that one would be just fine in a month. If I put one of the other uppers that I have back on it like it's going to be, then it'll be worth 10 years. But that one would be fine right now. That should be a video. Isn't it a video? Or no, I took a picture in the video.
Okay. So then we've got another video. Speaking of video, open sesame. And then here we go.
I got rail covers on that so you can't see this key mod.
That's what I'm going to have to do to my key mod ones. Just put rail covers on them, then nobody will know. Why does the upper not match the lower? It reminds me of something else I've seen recently.
Well, you've been watching Bud Light commercials?
No, I've been looking at Obi's guns.
All right. And then let's take a look at this. I believe this may have been referenced earlier.
Holy crap, someone actually sent the picture that I was describing. An overpriced Protect with 3 little dolls in the back.
Did you say overpriced?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it
that,
overpriced?
that one wasn't that overpriced. It's the other one
No.
that was really
The other one it was.
yeah. The other one was a little outrageous.
I didn't remember. You buy so much, I don't remember what all you buy.
I bought two
That's what my wife
knives.
tells me too.
I bought 2 knives.
But you spent $2,000 there.
No.
You're like, it was only $19.99.
Look how pretty that looks, though.
Very pretty. All right, so we won't show that one, but we will
That's
show
fine.
this. We will show this one because I think it's kind of a nice post.
That's what I was doing this evening.
That's literally a nice post.
Extend deleting that.
There's not even bird crap on it.
Yeah, there is right
Kind of
here.
gun spray
Oh.
sitting in it.
Are you on a hill?
Yeah, the hill's running one way and the gun's running the other.
Mm-hmm.
Snob lives in a mystery spot.
Mm-hmm.
All these guns run uphill.
Yep. Okay.
No, the next one's running downhill. It got a little dark before I got the next one to take.
Whoa!
Didn't work as well as I wanted. iPhone flashlight.
Nice
or
use of flash
didn't
there.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't work very well. I'm not posting it anywhere. I'll wait till daylight. It was a little dark by the time I got the optic mounted on it.
It's quick detach.
See,
I had to
never
mount
used-
it. I hadn't put it together yet. Surprisingly, that gun actually ran.
even without
Why
a
is that
magazine.
surprising?
Because I built it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That has a integral brake on a Factum barrel. It is 16 inches overall. No pin and weld bullcrap there.
The whole gun's 16 inches because it looks quite a bit
Yeah, that
bigger.
looks bigger than 16
Mhm.
inches.
The barrel.
But that's not what you said. You said overall.
Yeah, that's what I
Well, the
heard.
barrel. I was referring to the barrel.
But you said overall.
Yes, you said
The barrel
overall.
is
You
16
did.
inches overall. I was talking about the barrel.
I'll bet you that barrel's more than 16 inches overall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Hey, let's just give him credit. It's not key mod.
Because you
That's
can't
true.
get key mod anymore.
Oh, he'd find a way.
Actually, I think you can. I think you have to get a wish or something.
I don't know. I
But
saw
there,
Birkin was at NRAAM. I'll bet you they still have some.
It's a fair point.
I believe they did at the Great American Outdoor Show, so yeah. Yeah, you can see that.
Oh well, you can always call it retro. All right. And then we've got this, and I'll let Snob do the explaining on this.
Oh, that was just a promised picture. I promised everybody it would be on here tonight, so it's on here.
You care to give us a little context on that or not?
All I can say is they have to go watch the Gear Report chat from last night. That's
Why are
all.
those pineapples up top fuzzy?
Yeah.
You know. I should have
Let's see
placed
the-
the garden gnome in this also.
I don't
You
see any
should
pampas
have.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed by not putting pampas grass in a garden gnome. Well, see, on those hills back there, it's just so far away you can't make out what type of grass it is.
Oh, okay.
It's just a ways back there.
A fur piece? Is that what you're saying?
It's per piece.
Yeah.
That's what those pineapples look like they're wearing as a fur piece.
I still say you need to get G-Webs to make a patch of that.
Somebody needs to get those pineapples at the top of the razor.
A razor.
Like a side by side that you ride on trails.
No. The kind you shave with.
Oh, okay.
Snob doesn't shave under his nose.
Yeah.
If you get him a side by side type razor, just make sure it's got the loofahs on the antenna.
Wow.
That's Gizzard style.
So,
So
Uranus.
on the way
gas
back
and
from
oil?
NRAAM, I stopped at the old Uranus Fudge Factory. And if you've never been to Uranus Fudge Factory, it is actually pretty enjoyable. It was hilarious.
Oh, I'll bet.
I went to the fudge counter, and she welcomed me and told me she was the fudge packer and asked me how I like my fudge packed. And
Yeah, they've got
then was
professional
talking to
fudge
me.
packers there.
Yeah, she says I had to get Stacy some Heath bar fudge, and said something about it. I said, "Oh, it's the one my wife likes," and she says, "Oh, so I'm packing your wife's fudge tonight, huh?" And then proceeded to ask me whether I wanted it packed loose or tight. Loose is in a bag, tight is in a box. That place is pretty awesome. So that was a shirt I picked up for Braden. He wore it to school on Monday. Surprisingly, didn't get in trouble for it either.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say, wow, interesting.
But wait, there's more.
You didn't get Obi-Wan?
No, they didn't have orange.
Yeah.
And those things are like $25 a piece. I bought 3. That was enough.
Of course they are.
I bought Braden and Aubrey one, and then I bought Corey's daughter one because she sent me a picture with an order. So they all 3 wore them to school on Monday.
Now here's a picture of Snub with his new tripod.
How did you skip the other shirts? Really?
This was next in the line.
Yeah, we went to Sports World today. That's where Bristol thought he had to ride the whole way. It was quite ridiculous.
Well, he's
Well,
letting
that's
you
'cause
prop
he doesn't
him
have a
up.
leg on that side, so he has to lean against you.
That's fair. Uranus Fudge Factory gunpowder.
Is that in Uranus, like the planet?
Yeah, somewhere like that, or in Uranus, Missouri, which isn't actually a place.
Well,
But
Missouri is actually a different planet, I believe. So
Missouri's not actually a place.
I've been to Missouri. It's really there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever between Rolla and St. Louis, you should stop at Uranus Fudge Factory and get your fudge pack there. There's Aubrey's shirt.
The
Look at the
Uranus
ice
Ice
cream
Cream
closely.
Company. One lick of Uranus and you'll go nuts.
The ice cream cone actually has a butt.
Well, why wouldn't it?
At least they have fun with it.
Yeah, I want to go back sometime. When I
What
get
color
a little more
loofah do you have to get now that some woman is packing your wife's fudge?
time. Well, I think that would be a teal
You sure wouldn't have a
or
brown loofah?
brown.
I hate
Now
you
what
so
have we
much.
got?
Oh, that's my mission first. Aluminum stock.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Pretty
Not
nice
sure
stock.
why they pronounce it with an extra I in there, but again, I also don't understand why anybody would pronounce it Timony.
It's Tim in knees.
Me, yes, I know.
Tamar.
Timmy's knees. Timmy's knees.
Yeah, these are kind of in a random order.
I don't know
look at
why I
this.
sent them in the order they were in my phone. That makes no sense how they.
I'm playing them in the order they're in the chat.
That's strange because all 3 of the shirt pictures were right together, and that one should have been the very last picture.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Was you wearing makeup in that picture?
No, I'm just that sexy.
They put makeup on you, didn't they? Put powder on your face.
That was actually just donuts.
Mm-hmm. Terrible donuts. $4 for terrible donuts. Ridiculous.
Did you practice that shooting green?
Oh, that is the same shirt I'm wearing today.
You probably haven't changed since.
It's the only shirt he owns anymore.
No, I'm for these.
I can't wait until that bubble breaks and you realize how cliche
Yeah.
that was.
Okay, Sarge. That's all right. I'll eat all the compliments up until then.
Christ, they got an email from SIG about their new products. They're doing those goddamn Hawaiian shirts now.
Do they have guns in them?
Yeah.
Are they orange?
No. I don't remember. I think it was yellow. Let me check my email real quick and let you know.
Okay, and then look at this guy.
Speaking of ugly, look at that orange guy in the back.
You son of a bitch.
There's all these. This is that launching media launch event. There's all these professional looking guys there in their suits and ties, and then there's a bunch of clowns like us there.
We fit
Either way,
right
we
in.
got free lunch out of it. Thanks, Jace. I am pretty jealous of Clover's shirt there.
I could have got you one on the way back.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
go
bet
get me
you
one
can
before
order
I
those
go.
online.
I'm gonna go to Bucky's in a few weeks and get one.
You could have had it and you could have strolled in there like you own the place.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know they existed when you were on your way there.
No, but when I was on my way back, you did.
Yeah, but it didn't help me then. I can go pick up one just as easy. I was just pretty happy with that hat and glasses. Moose says, was that one of the protesters?
He was feeling lucky.
And no, they don't have it in orange. Yeah, just the blue. The flowers on it are yellow. And then looks like blue, a darker shade of blue for the guns.
There it is. Look, somebody's got a used RAM for sale here.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be for sale. Somebody wants to offer me some money for it.
The RAM is open.
I want that old pickup back here. That one looks cool.
Is that Mater sitting back there?
Who's these two?
Oh,
I don't know. Somebody photobombed my picture.
They're trying to find Uranus, I think.
Lot lizard from Uranus.
Sir, can you tell me where Uranus is?
Oh, there it is, Weston. And I got all excited when I was rolling up through there because there's a big sign just as you're going through Springfield. It says Bucky's ahead or something like that. And then you read the small print and it's like 642 miles. It was somewhere in Tennessee. I was like, you son of a bitch. I thought it was like there to get this open. Oh, there's Avery's shirt.
so what you're saying is they were a beaver tease.
Mm-hmm.
Uranus brake repair. Don't leave skid marks around Uranus. I'm glad you were thinking of your kids while you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you sure didn't think of Obie and I. Oh, here's another cute picture.
Yeah, this guy still owes me a T-shirt. Just saying.
Show your pussy, Rich.
One last picture for Snob.
That
Anyway.
guy's dead sexy. That A-Palms is pretty cool, though. Anderson's just got it going on with that.
Like Donkey Kong? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Keep perfect rhythm, make you want to swing along.
Looks like you got something in your hair.
I will guarantee he doesn't have anything in his hair.
That's another one of those hooks that this gun hangs on in the back.
Look at that guy, cleanly shaved and everything. He is photo ready. That's our snobby. All right, so that takes care of the text chat, I believe. Yeah, Obi didn't
Oh,
send
that one
any.
guy sent like 40 pictures.
What one guy? Oh, Snob? Yeah, he does that. He does that. Instagrams, you say. Somebody just said, what did you learn? Somebody's wanting this program to be over.
I don't blame him.
Well, let's see if we can get over to the Instagrams real quick.
Weston, you're not wrong.
You could be wrong. Okay. How far do we go back? April the 7th was the last time we had a show. Okay. So we don't have very many. Thank God.
And once you're done with that, I did send you that one on the messenger on there.
Okay, DM Foss has this PPK, looks like. In 380. Why you should clean your carry gun.
You could try to tag it, it never worked.
Oh, yeah. Look at all that copper that was in there. Oh, and a dog. That's probably a good idea to clean them. All right, and from Obnoxious One, so much sexy in one post. Try
Look
to
at that.
control yourself. Look at that. A lot of orange there.
Mm-hmm.
Want that Essie.
I'd still buy them.
Not cheap, I'll bet.
Probably not.
Probably be more than $20. Okay, my K-Bar Knives BK7 has seen a thing or two. Yeah?
He actually just took that out and beat it up so it would look better for Graham.
Well, yeah. Duh.
He's never actually used it. Probably open Amazon boxes with it.
I'm going to say that's all done in editing. Don't you know that? And then, let's see. I would have Cerakoted the slide to match, but that's a personal read OCD preference. Everything else about this was dead sexy.
Oh, I never did see that in person. I knew you told me about it.
I still like the way that looks, man.
It was right behind Live Free Armory booth.
I know where they were. They were just right there. I walked by the booth 15 times.
Yeah, I remember seeing the booth.
I sat across from the booth for 30 minutes a few times. I'm just surprised. When did Ed Brown start doing striker guns? When they get out of the 1911 business?
Don't know. And then 11 hours ago, the MC 1911 carry 10 millimeter from EAA. Calaveras was observant enough to pick out the fact that not all the colors match.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
kind of
difference between highlights and, like I said, it's just that one pistol. But Calaveras has got to get onto every post afterwards and say, "Oh, that one doesn't have all the same color."
Pickle's going to be pickle. What do you
It's
know?
almost as if they did that on purpose.
Mhm.
Why do you got your thumb on the back? You trying to hide something?
Yep.
And that is the last, I do believe. You said you sent some stuff, Snob?
I tagged it, but that never worked, so I sent it. And there's no, you can play the sound. It's not. It's just gunshots.
How do you get it to eject that slowly?
Very carefully.
Those must be really heavy cartridges it's kicking out. Is that the only one?
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Yeah, I don't know why.
I can't ever tag the account. I guarantee if you go look at it, it's got it tagged in it.
No?
I tagged it. I 100% tagged it.
It sent it as a DM, but it didn't tag it. Oh. Anyway, that's why I didn't see it originally.
I can't ever tag them. I don't know why. Every time I try that, it never works. Everyone else I can tag.
All right. Well, I know the natives are getting restless and all this stuff. So let's go ahead and real quickly go into the last phase of this program, and we will call it What Did You Learn? Well, first, let's end this poll. Have you seen the movie Ghostbusters? We've had 20 votes. Believe it or not, 94% said yes, 5%.
Damn it, I said 95%.
Yes, I know.
I
These
lost.
polls never work.
That's not 100%.
Nope. But YouTube can't math. We already know that.
No, they can't.
This is true.
All right, so let's mix this up a little bit in the order. Rich, what did you learn this evening?
I learned that Snob still has not learned that Hawaiian shirts belong in the 80s. And should stay there.
Lawrence, where are you from? Oh, yeah, you're from West Virginia. Never mind. They put a T on it there.
It's Virginia.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Much like
I said it that
like
way
East
intentionally
Texas.
because I was talking to Anoki.
Well, we don't use a T on it. That's East Texas stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's right. What have you got? What do you got to plug, Rich?
I don't know. Got something tomorrow night, I think, on the wrestling channel, and then Sunday there's this thing called This Week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel. If I don't fall asleep like last week. So, but yeah, that's about it. Well, I got a video. I gotta do the video. No, wait, I'm not gonna do that till next month. I was gonna do the craft holster thing, but I decided to give it. I'm gonna make that a 3 month later. So, yeah, that'll be coming up in May. But as far as this week coming up, that's about it.
Alrighty. Thanks for jumping in. Then let's fire off to, let's see, the fickle finger of fate says, Defense Dad, what did you learn?
I learned that bar bands are a lot louder now than when I was in my 20s. Either that or I'm old.
You're old.
That's about all I learned.
Okay. What have you got coming up for us?
For the channel, not a lot, but we have spots left open for Thunder on the Prairie. So if anybody wants to come out and have some fun with some other gun channel people in June, hit me up at defensedad1@gmail.com or at Travis P11's website too.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And then let's go with the gun snob. What did you learn?
That's a good question
I
that I
tried,
don't really have an answer to.
but you must.
I really didn't learn much.
Okay. Well, what have you got coming up for us?
Well, it's like this. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do videos on, and I might get something done this weekend just because I really have to.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see.
I
Somebody
learned
said,
Moo's a frickin' pussy and doesn't show up in Indy. Prick.
Moo, we
like
don't have
Moo.
the budget for that.
Thunder on the Prairie will pay all airfare to anyone wanting to join the fun. Wow.
False
What a
news.
Nice budget. Okay. Well, thank you, Gun Snob, for being here. Last but not least, Obnoxious One, what did you learn?
I learned that Snob wears makeup.
That's true. That's absolutely true. All right. So, what do you have coming up for us, buddy?
Stuff and thing.
That's original.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he doesn't have coming up. The Mission First Texas stock video.
Nope.
Oh,
I also don't have a Faxon M&P 2.0 barrel video coming out.
Why not? I thought he sent you one.
No, that has
I
not
thought
responded to my
he said he
email.
was going to.
Yeah, I know he said he was going to.
Maybe he took the week off.
he also doesn't have a picture with makeup on that we know of.
I also don't have a tight front sight on my shadow systems.
Are you a little sore about that?
Could you send us a picture of that or a video, maybe?
Just JB Welded.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here this evening. I'm pretty sure if there's going to be one that the weekly 2A or weekly Second Amendment update is probably already on the Gun Websites channel or the Daily Gun Show channel. So if it is, please go over there and watch after this is over with. And I would like to thank everybody for watching, I guess I should turn on my camera since this is my last spiel here. I want to thank everybody for watching, whether you watched out on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, or if you're listening in on the podcast later this next week. Thank you for being part of Fowl Territory. We certainly appreciate it. I'd like to thank everybody out there in the text chat for being part of the show, all my panelists, of course, once again, and a special thanks to you who are members on YouTube that help to support this channel financially. I appreciate that much, very, very much. Also, we will have Fowl Territory once again next Friday at 9 p.m. Central. That will be Fowl Territory 215, and I hope you can tune in for that. So, yeah, don't forget to go over and watch the weekly Second Amendment update. And let me get this "what did you learn" thing off of here, because we've already learned all we're going to learn this evening. But I would like to remind everybody that before we go, if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, give them the bird. This is Gizzard Gary on behalf of my panel, and we would all like to wish you a pleasant weekend. Let's give them our send-offs, guys.
Happy New Year.
Get out of here. Get
Go
off my
home.
lawn.
Toodles.
It's over.
Okay.